welcome to the first episode of SCL News. I'm your host, SCL Matt, and this week in the Skylands we have a couple new characters. They were GameStop exclusives, even though they weren't marked as such. We have King Cobra Cadabra, as well as the final villain variant trap. It is a tech flying helmet trap that has Steampunk Shrednaught inside. If you weren't there on Saturday, June 27th, which was a Skylanders day at GameStop, they are probably sold out in most stores right now. My local store only had about 8 of each on hand, but at the same time, they were available on the GameStop website. So it seems that they do have more stock than what they sent out, but no one knows exactly how much, or if they will be shipping more to stores, or if the rest are just going to be sold through the website. So you can check the website if you weren't able to get there on Saturday. Otherwise, most stores, I have a feeling by now, are probably sold out. Additionally, on the Skylanders Day, they were supposed to be handing out a Skylanders poster, which was actually one of, I don't remember if it was 3 or 4 different posters that when you put them together, they form one giant poster. So each poster by itself isn't actually that impressive. You actually need all the posters to actually get a complete poster. So if you got one of these posters, I didn't see them at many stores. My store didn't have them, but it is not a printing mistake. That's how the posters are supposed to be cut. You're supposed to, once again, as is the theme with all things Skylanders, really collect them all. Speaking of GameStop posters, though, we got a little bit of a leak, I guess, from an Instagram user named Lobstar Pokefan, who took some shots of, I'm not sure if it was actually a poster or a magazine or what it was, but he said he found it at GameStop. And it gave us a look at a couple of new, the SuperChargers Packaging, as well as some new figures or vehicles. And so this included our first look at a combo pack. This is the first time we've actually seen, it's been rumored before, but we've now seen that the Supercharger, along with their signature vehicle, could be available in a combo pack. The ones pictured were a Sharkshooter Terrafin, along with his vehicle, which we had not seen up to this point. It is called the Shark Tank. We don't currently have a price point for the combo packs, but I'm assuming they might be a couple of bucks cheaper than buying the 2 pieces individually. On the other hand, I also would not expect to see every combination of Supercharger and their signature vehicle get a combo pack. I have a feeling this is going to be a limited case, kind of like the double packs we saw during Swap Force, in which you got 2 swappers, so you would instantly have a couple of combinations you could make. But we only saw, what was it, 2, maybe 3? Or I think it was 3 if you included the one that had the Target exclusive that had the Nitro with it. But there were very few double packs, and I think that's how it's going to be with the combo packs as well. I would really not expect to see every figure get a combo pack. Additionally, we have a shot of the single pack Superchargers. In this shot, you will see Stealth Elf. If you look very closely, you can see on the packaging there's something interesting that it's labeled as Sure Shot Stealth Elf. Now, up to this point, all of the promotional press releases and other artwork have labeled her as Super Shot Stealth Elf. I still believe that Super Shot is the correct name for Stealth Elf, as Sure Shot was the name of Shroom Boom from in Skylanders Trap Team, we had Sure Shot Shroom Boom, and now we have Super Shot Stealth Elf. Additionally, we had a package of a single vehicle. This was Hot Streak, just the normal version, not the E3 special version that we saw a couple weeks ago. The interesting thing here is the single Hot Streak along with the single Stealth Elf seems to indicate that the contents of the starter pack will be coming in single packs. This is good news, especially for you Nintendo fans out there, because if you plan on buying the Wii U version, it does not come with Spitfire and Hot Streak. So it appears that you will not have to buy a separate starter pack just to get these figures. They should be available individually. However, I would like to reiterate that this does not mean that the Nintendo figures in the starter packs will be offered as singles. The Donkey Kong, Bowser, and their vehicles it has been stated that they are exclusive to the Nintendo starter packs. These will not be showing up in single packs. Finally, I would like to start up my SCL Q&A section. If you've been following SCL for a while, then you probably remember I had a weekly column called SCL Q&A, in which I would take the questions that I had gotten from viewers or readers like you throughout the week and put them all together and answer them. The theory behind it is that if one person is taking the time to write me and ask, there's a good chance that more than one of you have the same question. So I want to get it out there and get those answers out for all of you. I figure since I'm talking about a video game, I want to start doing more videos. And so instead of just writing about them, I'm going to give you a verbal answer as well as be able to show you any picture or video along the way that might come in handy to answer your question. So with that being said, I don't have a lot of questions right now. I do have one question, but I just want to ask you to start sending in your questions again. I mean, some of you are good about that anyway, but the more questions I have, the more successful this will be. I want to try and keep this segment short, so if I do get a lot of questions, I'll probably start a separate SCL Q&A video sequence, but otherwise I'll just keep it with the news for now. So moving on, I do have one question I'm going to answer today. I didn't write down who sent it in offhand, but there are a few people wondering, when will we start seeing pre-orders for Supercharger figures and vehicles? Well, the sad truth is that pre-orders with Skylanders are rare. We always get pre-orders for the starter packs, but past that, pre-orders are rare. Last year was an exception with Trap Team. We were able to pre-order a Trapmaster Gear Shift, if you remember. She did come out later in Wave 4 or 5. I think it was technically Wave 5 when she was actually released. But if you pre-ordered her, you could get her early. Other than that, most stores don't do pre-orders for the bulk of Skylanders figures. GameStop is somewhat of an exception. If their system allows it, they will do pre-orders, but it is not a consistent thing. It's not something that I count on to get my figures through their pre-order system. So as in past years, I'm just not expecting to see pre-orders, but if anything does pop up, you can be sure that I will be reporting on it on SCL and on our Facebook page and Twitter and such. And as soon as I know, you'll know too. So hang in there and we'll see what we get. We still have a few months left. Well, that's it for this episode of SCL News. If you liked what you see and you hear and you want to see some more, be sure to hit the subscribe button. That's going to help me a lot. And I hope to hear from you soon. Thanks.